Hello students. Today we are going to start a new chapter. Chapter number 7, Swaraj, First Conquest. As we learned in previous lesson that Shivaji and his friends took the oath of Swaraj in the temple of Raireshwar. But it was a very difficult task. In those days, Maharashtra was governed by four different powers: the Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Sultan Adil Shah of Bijapur, Portuguese of Goa, Siddhi of Zanjira. They were powerful opponents. No one would utter a word against them. Under this difficult condition, Shivaji had taken the oath of Swaraj. There was no comparison between the vast force of the enemies and a handful of Shivaji's Maulas. But Shivaji's mind was made up, and his firm resolve was his greatest strength. Importance of forts. Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan, and Indapur. But all the forts in the Jagir were in the charge of officers from the court of Bijapur. And he who controlled the forts also controlled the surrounding territory. And therefore, all the talk of Swaraj without the control of the forts was meaningless. A hill, a hill fort gave strategic support to the ruler. Shivaji decided to capture one at a suitable time. For this purpose, he had selected the fort of Torna. See children, Shivaji controlled the Jagir of Pune, Supe, Chakan and Indapur. But Shivaji controlled the Jagir, but the forts were there in Shivaji Jagir. Actually, those forts were charged of officers from court of Bijapur, and uh, in those days, who controlled the fort, that person will control the surrounding territory, and that is why without fort the talk of Swaraj is meaningless. A hill fort give special support to the ruler, means that hill fort will give the strength to the ruler to take care of the surrounding territory, and that is why Shivaji decided to capture one of them on a suitable time, and for this purpose he had selected Fort Torna. So let us learn about Torna Fort. Torna Fort. Torna is a fort in a Pune district. It lies southwest of Pune in the Sahyadri Hills. It is a very high fort. In fact, it is the highest fort in Pune district. The valley surrounding the fort is called Kannad Valley. See children, as I told you, who has the charge on the fort, that person can keep the eye on the surrounding. So that is why Shivaji decided to take a charge of Torna Fort, because Torna Fort is the highest fort in the Pune district. The fort had a temple of goddess Torna Zai in it. That is why the fort was named Torna. Torna fort had a temple of goddess Tornazai in it. That is why that fort named Torna Fort. Do you know what a machi is? A machi is a lookout point that is built on a fort. You know that a fort is on a hill. A machi is on a flat part of the hill. See children, do you know what is machi is? See, machi means the fort is on a hill. Machi is a flat part of that hill. Okay, and from that machi, it is a point from there a person look out. Okay, walls would be built around it, cannons could be placed there, the soldiers would stand on the machi to defend the fort. See, on that machi, soldiers stand and they can defend the fort. Machi is the flat part of the hill. From there, soldiers can easily see if any enemies are coming to the fort. The fort of Torna has two such machis. One is Budla Machi and the other is the famous Zunjar Machi. The word Zunjar in Marathi means a good person who fights a war against evil. Just like its name, the Zunjar Machi could help fight against the fort attackers. So see children, on the Torna fort there are two machis. One is Budla Machi and another one is Zunjar Machi. Zunjar, the word in Marathi, it means a person who fights the war against the bad persons. Okay, just like that, Zunjar Machi could help the fight against the fort attackers. It has steep edges on all sides, so it was not easy for the enemy to reach it. The fort of Torna is very strong indeed. See, the Torna, it is the highest fort in Pune district and it has steep edges on all the sides. So it was not easy for the enemy to reach it because it is the highest fort. That is why it has valleys. Edges means it has valleys around all sides. But strangely, such a strong fort was not looked after by Adil Shah. It was neglected. There were not enough guards looking after the fort. There were also not enough weapons and ammunition inside the fort. See, it was the strong fort, but strangely it was not looked after by Adil Shah. It was totally neglected by Adil Shah. There were not enough guards on the fort as well as not enough weapons also not there. As Shivaji had made a detailed study of the area, he knew this. That is why he selected Torna as a first fort that he could capture. See children, as Shivaji has made detailed study of the area. After taking the oath of Swaraj, Shivaji studied all the area in Pune Jagir very carefully. So he studied that Torna is the fort which was neglected by Adil Shah. There were no enough soldiers and weapons. So that is why he selected Torna, a first fort that he could capture. That would start the process of setting up Hindvi Swaraj, and that would be the startup of the setting up Hindvi Swaraj. So Shivaji took a few Mauras as his soldiers and went into the Kannad Valley. His team was quick like deer and brave like lions. They went up quickly to the top of the fort and took the control of all the important positions. They acted quickly. See, then as Shivaji planned, he took his few Mauras and as his soldiers and went to the Kannad Valley. A valley is there and near the this fort, Torna Fort, and it called a Kannad Valley. His team was quick like a deer and brave like a lions. They went up quickly to the top of the fort and they took quickly important positions. And all these things they acted very quickly. Tanaji Malusare put up the Maratha flag at the entrance of the Torna fort. Esaji Kank put up his men at all the main position of the fort. See, the Mauras who are as a soldier of Shivaji. In that, Tanaji Malusare put up the Maratha flag at the entrance of the Torna fort and Esaji Kank put up his men at all the main positions of the fort. It was a very important work. The fort was captured. The winning over of the fort was over and Shivaji won at his first task. They beat drums and blew trumpets to announce their victory. See, and this way, with the help of Maharaj, Shivaji succeeded to win the Torna fort, and the winning over of the fort was over. They won the first task and they beat drums and trumpets to announce their victory. Everyone was shouted, Shivaji Maharaj ki jai. Everybody in the valley knew that Shivaji had conquered the fort of Torna. And the Mauras which were with the Shivaji, all of them were shouted, Shivaji Maharaj ki jai. And everybody in the valley knew that Shivaji had conquered the fort of Torna. In this way, the first conquest of Swaraj was successful. Shivaji named this fort Prachandagad. See, after winning the Torna fort, Shivaji renamed the fort as a Prachandagad, and it was the first conquest of Swaraj, and they did it successfully. The blessing of Goddess Bhavani. Fort Torna then came under Shivaji's administration, and he appointed officers such as Maratha Killedar, a Brahmin Sabnis, and a Prabhu Karkhanis. The garrison included Mauras, Kois, Ramoshis, Mahars, and such brave men from other castes and communities. In Swaraj, all castes and communities were to be treated alike. See, children, here garrison means soldiers. Fort, then after winning the Torna fort came under the Shivaji's administration, and as he knew that Adil Shah neglected the Torna fort, that is why it became easy to Shivaji to win that fort. So he doesn't want to neglect the importance of this fort. That is why he appointed some officers on that fort such as Maratha Killedar, Brahmin Sabnis, and Prabhu Karkhanis. And in Shivaji's soldiers, there were many castes and communities like Mauras, then Kolis, Ramoshis, Mahars, and such brave men from different castes. And in Shivaji's means Swaraj, all castes and communities were treated alike. As repairs to the fort started, they discovered four metal pots filled with mohors. The workers said that this was the gift to the Shivaji from goddess Bhavani, who had blessed his efforts. So while repairing the fort, the workers got the four pots filled with mohors. Mohors means gold coins. Okay, so the workers who were working there, they told that this was the gift to Shivaji from Bhavani Mata or goddess Bhavani, who had blessed his effort. So Bhavani Mata blessed Shivaji's effort. That's why they got these four metal pots. All the money discovered was brought to Shivaji. He utilized part of the money found in the fort to purchase arms and ammunition. See, the money or the mohar which workers got in the while repairing the fort, that money or that mohars took to the Shivaji, and Shivaji used some part of that money for purchasing arms and weapons for his army, and the rest of it he decided to use for another project which was already in his mind, that is the hill of Murumbadev, is to